All right, let's talk about male fertility. If you've looked into it, you know there's just a ton of information out there and it can get super confusing fast. But we're going to cut through all that noise. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a simple, clear, science-backed toolkit that you can actually use to take back control, starting right now. Let's jump in. So let's start with just one number, 50%. Just kind of let that hang in the air for a second. It's a huge number. It's not just some random statistic, it's a serious wake-up call. So what exactly are we talking about here? That 50%, that's how much the average sperm count has plummeted for men in developed countries in just the last 50 years. Think about that. That's not a small dip. It's a massive red flag, and it points right at our modern world, our food, our lifestyles, the whole shebang. But here's the most important part. This is not a permanent problem. It's not a life sentence. Your body is basically a sperm factory, and it's running 24/7. That means the choices you make today directly impact the quality of the product coming off the assembly line in a few months. You have way more power to change things than you might think. So let's open up this toolkit and get to work. First up in the toolkit, some very specific supplements. Now, we're not talking about just grabbing any old multivitamin off the shelf. We're talking about a few powerful ingredients that go to work directly on your hormones and the whole sperm production process. So to get this, we first have to meet the villain of the story. It's a protein called SHBG. The easiest way to picture it, think of SHBG as a pair of handcuffs for your testosterone. You could have a ton of testosterone floating around, but if it's all handcuffed by SHBG, your body can't use it. It's there, but it's locked up, totally useless. So the real question is, how do we get the key to those handcuffs? Well, the key turns out to be a really simple mineral called boron. And what's wild is just how well it works. One study found that taking just a tiny amount, only 6 milligrams a day for a week, did incredible things. I mean, look at these numbers. Free, usable testosterone, the stuff that actually matters, jumped up by 28%. At the same time, estrogen dropped by almost 40%. And inflammation in the body got cut nearly in half. That is a huge win from one little mineral. But, and you really need to hear this, when it comes to boron, the dose is everything. The sweet spot, the place you want to be, is between 3 and 10 milligrams a day. If you start going over 20 milligrams, it can actually start doing more harm than good. So remember this, more is not better here. You got to stick to that safe, effective sweet spot. Okay, moving on. For a sperm to make it on its long journey, it needs an insane amount of energy. So where does it get it? From these tiny little power plants packed inside called mitochondria. You can just think of them as the sperm's little battery pack. If those batteries are low, well, the mission is pretty much over before it even starts. So, how do we make sure those batteries are fully charged? We use this power couple. First, you've got L-Carnitine. Think of it like the fuel truck. It literally grabs the high-energy fuel and drives it directly into the mitochondria to be burned. Then you've got astaxanthin. This is a crazy powerful antioxidant. It's like giving the sperm a rust-proof coating that protects those little batteries from getting damaged. All right, we've talked supplements. Now let's get to something you're doing every single day, eating and drinking. And trust me, these choices are not small things. They are the actual building blocks your body uses to create everything, including your fertility. Let's start with caffeine, because it's not all bad, not at all. A cup or two of good, clean coffee a day, usually fine. But energy drinks? Oh man, that is a completely different animal. And this slide shows you why. One study showed that just one of those sugary energy drinks a day can slash your chances of conception by more than half. It's that brutal combination of the massive sugar rush and all the other junk in there that just throws your hormones into chaos. Now, on the flip side, some fruits can be a huge help. Pomegranate is a total superstar. One study found it helped increase the number of swimming sperm by an incredible 62%. Pineapple is another great one thanks to something in it called bromelain, which helps fight inflammation. Just one quick heads up, both of these can have a mild blood thinning effect, so if you're already on that kind of medication, it's definitely a good idea to just have a quick chat with your doctor first. All right, next up in our toolkit are two of the biggest levers you can pull for your health, period. Not just for fertility, but for everything. We're talking about managing stress and getting the right kind of exercise. Let's be real, nonstop stress will absolutely tank your testosterone. But here's a super simple, totally free, and crazy effective way to fight back. It's called the A52 method. It's easy. You just breathe in through your nose for 5 seconds, then out through your nose for 5 seconds, and then hold your breath for 2 seconds. That's it.
Just doing that for 5 minutes a day tells your nervous system to get out of that fight or flight panic mode and into rest and repair mode. And that's where your body can start making hormones properly.
Now with exercise, you have to think like Goldilocks. Not too little, not too much. You want it just right. Things like a brisk walk or lifting weights, fantastic for boosting testosterone. But overdoing it, just crushing your body every single day, that actually backfires. It jacks up your stress hormones. And something to be careful with is heavy cycling. Riding for more than 5 hours a week has been linked to lower sperm counts, probably because of the pressure and the extra heat down there.
Okay, so we've talked about all the good stuff to add in. Now for a super important part of the toolkit, playing defense. Rebuilding your fertility isn't just about what you add, it's also about the bad stuff you take out. And some of these dangers are kind of hidden in plain sight. So let's talk about BPA. This chemical is pretty much everywhere. Plastic containers, the lining inside food cans, even on most of those thermal paper receipts you get at the store. The best way to think about BPA is as a hormone hacker. It gets inside your body and it pretends to be the female hormone estrogen. This completely confuses your system and messes up your natural hormone balance. So the goal is just to avoid it as much as you can. And you know what? It's actually pretty simple. Here are 3 easy steps. First, ditch your plastic food containers and water bottles. Switch to glass or stainless steel. Second, whenever you can, just say no thanks to paper receipts. And third, try to pick fresh or frozen foods instead of canned stuff to avoid the BPA in the can linings. Seriously, these little changes add up big time.
This slide just lays it all out there, no sugarcoating. Smoking basically poisons the sperm and makes it hard for them to swim. Heavy drinking can actually damage their DNA. And we already saw how energy drinks mess with your hormones. But here's the best part, the most hopeful part. Look at that column on the right. Your body is amazing at healing itself. You quit these things, and within about 3 months, you can see a major improvement. And that 3-month timeline, that's the magic number. It's the key to this whole thing. And it brings us to the last, and maybe the most important part of our toolkit, how to put this all together into a 90-day plan. So why 90 days? Because that's how long the production cycle is. From the moment your body starts making a new sperm cell until it's fully mature and ready to go, it takes about 72 to 90 days. So the lifestyle changes you make today won't show up in a test tomorrow. You're essentially building a whole new team from scratch. The first guys from your new and improved factory will be ready around day 72. And by day 90, you've got a whole new army built from all the good stuff you've been doing. This is why consistency is everything. So let's just boil this all down to 3 simple truths to walk away with. First, and this is the most important one, your sperm health is not set in stone. It can absolutely be improved. Second, the plan itself is incredibly simple. Add the good stuff and get rid of the bad stuff. That's really it. And third, you have to give it time. Give your body that 90-day window it needs to do its job. Look, this isn't about trying to be perfect overnight. That's just a recipe for failure. This is about starting. It's about taking one step and then another. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Looking at everything we just talked about, what is one small, easy thing you can start doing right now, the second this is over? Whatever it is, start there.